Good evening, baseball fans. You are here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. And I'm going to be calling the play by play for tonight's Rangers versus the Diamondbacks 2023 World Series matchup. We're about 5 minutes before game time, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the lineups real quick. For the Rangers, leading off, Smith is going to be playing shortstop, hitting .257. Langford will be in left field, hitting in the 2-hole, hitting .250. Former Diamondback Jock Peterson will be DHing, hitting .177. And Drolis Garcia will be cleaning up, hitting playing right field, hitting .237. Rowdy Tellez will be at first base, hitting in the 5-hole, hitting .220 on the season. Josh Young will be manning third base, hitting .259 in the 6-hole. Former Yankee Kyle Higashioka will be behind the dish, hitting in the 7-hole, hitting .253 on the season. Freeman will be playing second base, hitting .189. And Hellman will be in center field, hitting .267. On the bump for the Rangers is going to be former Diamondback Patrick Corbin. And for the Diamondbacks this evening, Ketel Marte will be leading off, playing second base, hitting .291. In the 2-hole is shortstop Gerardo Perdomo, hitting .285 on the season. Right fielder Corbin Carroll will be in the 3-hole, hitting .258. Lourdes Gurriel will be in left field, hitting cleanup, hitting .249 on the season. Blaze Alexander will be making his debut in center field with the Diamondbacks, hitting .237. Jose Moreno will be behind the dish, hitting in the 6-hole, hitting .277. Ildemargo Vargas will be DHing, hitting in the 7-hole, hitting .250 on the season. Newly acquired first baseman from the Seattle Mariners, Locklear, will be hitting in the 8-hole, hitting .155. And the number one rookie in the farm system for the Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler, will be at third base, and he has no batting average. On the bump for the Diamondbacks is going to be Ryne Nelson. And that is your lineup for today's game. John, that is a fantastic question. I do not know why Blaze is making his debut in center field. I suspect there may be something wrong with Alek Thomas, and being that Patrick Corbin is a left-handed pitcher, I don't think that they wanted McCarthy out there matching up with them. And how's it going, Just? Appreciate you being here in the stream. And while we're here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. My son John in the stream is a huge Diamondbacks fan, and I'm wearing his hat to support his team. This evening, the temperature is 102 degrees, but the roof and the panels are closed this evening. Ryne Nelson is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches before game time. And going over the defensive alignment, the outfielder is going to be Lourdes Gurriel in left field, Blaze Alexander in center, and Corbin Carroll in right. And it looks like they're about to start with the first pitch. And Nelson sets and he fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Smith is hitting 257, 9 home runs on the season, 33 RBIs, and a 717 OPS. Alexander sets, and the ball is lined directly at Perdomo, who fields it cleanly for the first out. And Nelson sets. And the first pitch is on the way, and Langford takes a 97-mile-an-hour fastball for call. Strike one. Langford is hitting 250 on the season, 20 home runs, 57 RBIs, and a 784 OPS. And Nelson sets, and he fires, and the pitch catches the top of the strike zone. Called strike two. Count is 0-2. Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is a fastball just up. Count is 1-2. Nelson seems like he's got a little bit of adrenaline running in him. That was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And he sets and he brings the pitch, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2. And Alexander sets, and the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And Nelson sets, fires, and the pitch paints the inside corner for call. Strike three. And that is the second out of the game. Nice 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Nelson is definitely challenging these Ranger hitters with the fastball. Jock Peterson is up to bat. He's hitting 177 with 8 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a 633 OPS. And the first pitch is a fastball. Looks like it caught the outside corner, but umpire called it ball one. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is another fastball, this time a little bit further out. Count is 2-0. Nelson sets, brings the pitch, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Nelson sets, he brings the pitch, and it is fouled off. Count is going to be 2-2. Where is the goose? If you're just joining the stream, we are in the bottom or top of the first. There are 2 outs with no runners on, and Jock Peterson is up to bat. Count is 2-2. And Nelson sets and fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Nelson sets and fires, and wow, Looks like his fastball painted the bottom of the strike zone, but that is also called ball 3. This guy should be sitting on the bench already. But instead, the count is now 3-2. And Peterson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do for the Rangers in the top of the first. That is 3 up and 3 down. Coming up to bat in the bottom half of the first for the Diamondbacks is Ketel Marte, Gerardo Perdomo, and Corbin Carroll. And they will be facing off against former Diamondback Patrick Corbin. Corbin's history against his former team. Hey, Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? Yeah, I appreciated the Blue Jays tanking that game today. For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And we're going to do a quick roundup on the scoreboard from today. The Nationals beat the Marlins 2-0. Reds beat the Blue Jays 5-4. Great for the Yankees. The Mets hung on and beat the Tigers 10-8. Red Sox beat the Guardians 6-4. White Sox took the Twins out 6-5. Astros beat the Angels 8-3. Athletics hammered the Cardinals 11-3. Cubs snuck past the Braves 7-6. The Phillies beat the Brewers 10-8. Giants beat the Rockies 8-2. In the top of the fifth, the Orioles and the Padres are locked up at deuces. In the bottom of the third, the Rays lead the Mariners 3-0. And as you know, in the Rangers Diamondbacks game, we are just getting underway. Corbin is making his 26th start of the season. He is 7-9 with a 4.33 ERA. And Marte is in the box. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. 93-mile-an-hour sinker. Marte is hitting .291 on the season, 23 home runs, 60 RBIs, and a .916 OPS. And Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is up and in. Count is evened at 1-1. And Corbin sets and fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now 2-1. Corbin sets and fires, and his sinker is just off the plate. Count is now 3-1 to the Diamondback leadoff hitter. And Corbin sets and fires, and this one is hammered to left field. This one is going, and gone. And that is a leadoff home run for Ketel Marte. That is Marte's 24th home run on the season. Left his bat at 111.7 miles an hour. That ball went 441 feet. And the next pitch to Perdomo is hammered to left field. And this it is a back-to-back jack. Diamondbacks take the 2-0 lead as Perdomo shoots a jump shot from the shortstop position as he's rounding the bag. That one went 417 feet. And that's Perdomo's 16th home run. And Corbin sets, and the first pitch is off the plate to Carroll. Is Carroll going to go for the trifecta with the back-to-back-to-back jacks? Corbin sets and fires, and this one paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. Corbin is hitting .258 on the season, 29 home runs, 71 RBIs. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chopped foul. Count is 1-2. And Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is even at deuce. Where is the goose? And Corbin sets, and he fires, or Carroll. And this one is going. And my God, it was caught on the warning track by Langford. So they did not do the back-to-back-to-back jacks, but it was damn close. Coming up to bat is cleanup hitter Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And Corbin sets, and the pitch is lined to Young at third base. And he is going to make the play. That is the second out of the inning. And I will tell you what, the Diamondbacks are putting a charge into everything that Corbin is throwing. Blaze Alexander is coming up to bat. He's making his Diamondbacks debut in center field. And the pitch is a slider in there for call, strike one. And I will tell you what, if the Diamondbacks get a runner on base, the racetrack is going to be on. Higashioshi is not a great base thrower or catching at base stealers, and the pitch is in there, fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Alexander is going to take timeout. And Patrick Corbin sets. He fires, and his pitch is up high. Count is 1-2. Corbin sets and fires, and the fastball is inside and low. Count is evened at deuce. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the screen, my brother. Corbin sets and fires, and Alexander swings over the top of a slider for strike three, and that is going to do it for the Diamondbacks, but not before the Diamondbacks have back-to-back jacks from Ketel Marte and Gerardo Perdomo to take a 2-0 lead on the Rangers. Coming up to bat in the bottom or the top of the second is Androlis Garcia, Rowdy Tellez, and Josh Jung. Seattle's getting killed. What's the score, Jacob? So, as you know, this game tonight is a rematch of the 2023 World Series between the Rangers and the Diamondbacks. And it looks like the Diamondbacks are looking for a little bit of payback. They played Texas in Texas last month, took 2 out of 3 from them. And Vital Marte hit a solo and a 3-run homer to walk the game off, or to win the game for Diamondbacks on 2 separate occasions. And Patrick Corbin's numbers against his former team, the Diamondbacks, he is 0-4 with a 11.34 ERA. So they know what he's about, and they hammered him. Ed Garcia is up to the box. And now Nelson is set. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is lined to right field. But Corbin Carroll is standing right there and makes the first play, the first out of the inning. 1 pitch and 1 out. Coming up to bat is Rowdy Tellez. And Nelson sets, fires, and the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Nelson sets and fires, and the cutter is just a bit inside. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. And that is going to. Actually, I just blew that one. Count is now 1-2. Got a little bit excited on that. Sorry about that. A nice curveball from Nelson. Would not be surprised to see a high fastball coming in. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is chopped. Lawler feels it, and he is going to throw Tellez out at first base. And Young is up to bat, and the first pitch is inside, but it hits his bat. So that is a foul, and the count is 0-1. And Nelson sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner. Count is now 0-2. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a fly ball to right field. Corbin Carroll is tracking it, and he makes the play in mid right field for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is 6 up and 6 down for the Rangers. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 2nd is going to be Gabby Moreno, Ildemargo Vargas, and Tyler Locklear. So are the hits going to keep on coming? Guess we're about to find out. And let's see. For the active games, the Rays are beating the Mariners 5-0 in the top of the fourth. In the top of the sixth, the Orioles and the Padres are locked up at 3 apiece. And as you know, in this game, the Diamondbacks have a 2-0 lead on the Rangers. And that is your scoreboard for today. And Barreto is in the box. Corbin sets. And he fires. And the first pitch is a cutter in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is a changeup that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Gabby is back in the box. And the pitch from Corbin is a slider down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now evened at 2-2. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded to the shortstop, Smith, who is going to fire it to Tellez at first for the first out. Smith is playing shortstop tonight because their normal shortstop, Corey Seager, just went through an appendectomy. Vargas is hitting .250 on the season, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a .706 OPS. And Corbin sets, and the pitch is a slider down low. Count is 1-0. Corbin sets and fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And the pitch is out of the way, and it is a thicker call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. Corbin sets and he fires, and this one is hit to the third baseman at Young, who fires across the diamond to Tellez to make the second out of the inning. And Corbin sets and he fires. Locklear takes a strike on the outside corner. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Corbin sets and fires, and this one is hammered to right field or left center field. And this one is going, and gone. That is the third home run of the season for Locklear. And that is Corbin's third home run of the night. And in the bottom of the second, the Diamondbacks now have a 3-0 lead. I don't know. If I was Corbin, I'd stop throwing the slider because it's been hammered every time it's gotten contact on it. Coming up to bat is Jordan Lawler, and the first pitch is going to just paint the bottom of the strike zone. Call strike one. Lawler is looking for his first base hit. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Lawler has 30 at bats, and he is 0 for 30. And Corbin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a long dart about 58 feet. Count is 1-2. And Corbin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now 2-2. Deuce, deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Diamondbacks for the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat for the Rangers is Higashioka, Freeman, and Hellman. And I am heading into the house to tuck some grandchildren in bed, and I will be back just in a few minutes. Oh, and I guess I missed something because I see Freeman rounding the bags. That is a 2-run homer. And Nelson sets. And the first pitch to Hellman is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch goes off of Ryne Nelson. And the ball is ricocheted to Lawler, who fires to Locklear to record the first out of the inning. And now they're coming out to check on Nelson. Looks like he took a 100-mile-an-hour ground ball off the shin. And I'm sure they're going to do a couple of warm-up pitches for Lawler to make sure he's okay. And let's see. Higashioka lines on a single. Freeman hits a 2-run homer. And that's what accounts for the 2 runs that the Rangers have scored. And if you're just hopping in, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And it looks like Lavallo has been convinced that Nelson is okay, so he's going to stay in. Josh Smith is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. And Nelson sets. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Curveball is in the dirt. Count is 0-1. Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Nelson sets. And the pitch is on the way. And Smith checks his swing. Count is going to go 1-2. And Nelson sets and fires. And this pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is Smith's 3rd strikeout of the night. And coming up to bat is going to be Langford. He is 0 for 1 on the night. He struck out his first at-bat. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. For those of you just joining the game, we are in the top of the third. The Diamondbacks lead the Rangers 3-2. There is nobody on and 2 outs. Wyatt Langford is up to bat, and the count is 0-2. Nelson sets, and this is a hammered ball. Gurriel is at the track, and he is going to make the play right on the wall. That is a loud out number 3. That is going to do it for the Rangers, but not before they bring in 2 runs on a freaking home run. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be Ketel Marte, Gerardo Perdomo, and Corbin Carroll. And for those of you that have just joined the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do play-by-plays almost every day, have open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays with periodic pre-series reviews. And I tend to drop some videos asking questions. If you answer them, I'll do my best to get back. If you have a question or if you have a comment, we'll share them out. And I guess we can take a look at the scoreboard and see what the active games hold for us. In the top of the 7th, the Padres and the Orioles are still locked up at 3s. Top of the 5th, the Rays still lead the Mariners 5-0. And in our game, Diamondbacks lead the Rangers 3-2. And that is your summary for the active games. And if you missed the first few minutes of the game, the Diamondbacks went back-to-back with jacks from Ketel Marte and Gerardo Perdomo. And they are making their appearance against Patrick Corbin for the second at-bat. And the first pitch is a cutter in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Corbin sets and fires, and the sinker is inside. Count is even at 1-1. Corbin sets and fires, and this one is even further inside. Count is now 2-1 on Marte. I would not recommend throwing him a slider in the middle of the plate because you won't get the ball back. And the pitch is on the way. And the slider is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Marte. And Corbin sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. Marte takes time out. Ed Corbin sets, and the pitch paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike three. And Marte knew he got caught looking. He started to walk it off. So that is the first out of the inning. And the first pitch to Perdomo is in there for call, strike one. Perdomo steps out of the box and takes timeout. And Corbin fires it, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is up. I think he might have caught the top of the strike zone, but it's called ball one. Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is just high. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is on the way, and Perdomo hits this one to Young. Young gets handcuffed, but he recovers and fires to Tellez at first for the second out. Perdomo scorched that ball. And coming up to bat is Corbin Carroll. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a damn near home run line out to the wall in the first. And the pitch is grounded to Tellez. Tellez is going to step on the bag and take it himself, and that is a 1-2-3 third for the Diamondbacks. As we head to the top of the fourth, Peterson, Garcia, and Tellez will be coming up to bat. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the stream this evening. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy Labor Day Monday to catch a little bit of baseball. So thank you. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. And Peterson is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nelson sets and he fires. And the 96-mile-an-hour fastball is called strike one. Swung on and missed for strike one. And Nelson sets, pitches on the way, and Peterson fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. And Nelson sets. And he fires. Wow, looked like he painted the outside corner on that one, but it's going to be called ball one. Count is 1-2. Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is just inside. Count is 2-2. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, so Nelson's got a little bit of freaking charge in his adrenaline tonight. And Nelson sets, and the 98-mile-an-hour fastball or curveball is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is hit to left field. Gurriel is tracking it, and that is going to be the first out of the inning. And Adolis Garcia is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a line out in the second inning to Corbin Carroll. And Nelson sets, fires, and the curveball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and in. Brushes Garcia back a little bit. Count is 1-1. And for those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Nelson sets and fires, and the fastball is way up high. Count is 2-1. And Nelson sets, and the ball is hammered to Gerardo Perdomo, who sets and fires to Locklear to record the second out. And that is 5 in a row for Nelson. Rowdy Tellez coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. He hit a light ground ball to third base and was thrown out by Lawler. And Nelson sets. Heater is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is evened out 1-1. Nelson is at 51 pitches in the fourth inning. Pitch count is looking real good. And he has 3 strikeouts on the night. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And Nelson sets and fires, and the curveball is down. Count is evened at 2-2. And Nelson sets, fires, and the curveball is once again down low. Count is now full, 3-2. And Nelson sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that was 4 straight curveballs. And Nelson has set down 6 straight in a row. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Lourdes Gurriel, Blaze Alexander, and Gabby Moreno. Hey, Ronald, how you doing? For those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's check the few games that are remaining. In the top of the 7th, the Orioles and the Padres are still locked up at 3s. In the top of the 6th, the Rays still lead the Mariners 5-0. And as you know, in this game, Diamondbacks lead the Rangers 3-2. Hey, Beagle Dad, how you doing, my brother? And Corbin sets, and Gurriel Jr. chops the first ball foul. Count is 0-1. And Corbin sets, and the pitch is grounded to Young. Fields it cleanly and fires across the diamond to Tellez to record the first out of the inning. Blaze center fielder Blaze Alexander is up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. And Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Slider is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. That pitch was never in the strike zone. That was a horrible swing. And the pitch is on the way, and it is called strike 3. That one was off the plate and definitely not in the strike zone. Corbin gets a gift from the umpire. That one was high. No part of the ball was even remotely close to the strike zone. So that is the second out of the inning. Gabby Moreno is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out. And Corbin sets and fires, and the changeup is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off Moreno himself. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Moreno fouls this one straight back. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Corbin sets, and the pitch is down low for ball one. Count is now 1-2. And Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is way down low. Count is even at 2-2. On deck is the DH Ildemaro Vargas. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is chopped to Freeman. Freeman is going to flip it to Velez for the third out of the inning. Coming up to bat in the top of the fifth is going to be Josh Young, Kyle Higashioka, and Freeman. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do play-by-plays here damn near every day. Have open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we do pre-series reviews. All right, I'll be back in just a sec. And Josh Young is coming up to bat. And Nelson sets, fires, and the first pitch is a slider in there for call. Strike one. I think that one was a little bit low. Young is 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. And Nelson sets, fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is even at 1-1. And Nelson sets and fires, and the fastball is inside. Count is 2-1. Nelson sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to be 2-2. And Nelson sets, and he fires, and the pitch is hit to left field, and that is going to pop in. So that is a leadoff signal for Young. Nelson sets, and he fires and paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Well, if you really look at the numbers, Judge is leading most offensive categories with the exception of RBIs and home runs. And if you look at Cal Raleigh, in his last 50 games, he's hitting 185. And Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Nelson sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. I mean, essentially, if you look at Raleigh's selling out for home runs. And the pitch a wild pitch. The batter strikes out, and the runner is going. Young is going to advance to second on the wild pitch. Freeman is up to bat. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a 2-run home run. And the pitch is chopped off the plate, foul. Count is 0-1. And Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch to Freeman is in the dirt again. Count is now 2-1. Nelson is 68 pitches deep into this game. Nelson sets, And the fastball is up high. Count is now 3-1. Nelson's working himself into a bit of trouble. And the pitch is also up high, and that is going to be ball 4. So Freeman is going to have a free pass to first base. And it looks like they're going to have a mound visit. So the Diamondbacks are gathering with their pitching coach on the mound. Everybody from the infield is there. Nelson's worked himself into a bit of a jam. There are runners at first and second with 1 out. And the Diamondbacks lead the Rangers 3-2. Nelson has 70 pitches on the night, 47 for strikes. He has 5 strikeouts and a walk. Talbot is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the third. Nelson sets and fires, and this pitch is popped to shallow right field. Marte is tracking it, and he makes the play for the second out. And coming up to bat is Josh Smith, who is 0 for 2 on the night. He has a line out and a strikeout. And the pitch is a curveball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Nelson sets and he fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway. Call strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. And Nelson sets and he fires, and his 97-mile-an-hour fastball paints the outside corner. And then his count is now 1-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Rangers. They leave runners at first and second. The score going into the bottom of the 5th is 3-2. Coming up to bat for the Diamondbacks is Ildemar Varwitz, Tyler Locklear, and Jordan Lawler. And for those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And for the remaining games of the evening, in the top of the eighth, the Orioles have taken a 4-3 lead on the Padres. In the bottom of the seventh, the Rays lead the Mariners 5-0. And as you know in this game, heading to the bottom of five, the score is 3-2 Diamondbacks. And that is your active scoreboard. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Thanks, Andrew. It's my son John's hat. And the pitch from Corbin to Vargas is called strike one. I think that one was a little bit low. And the pitch is on the way, and Vargas fouls this one off. Count is 0-2. Diamondback bats have essentially gone solid since the first inning, where they had back-to-back jacks with Ketel Marte and Jerry Perdomo. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Corbin is at 61 pitches. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on in the dirt for strike three. Corbin has set down 8 straight Diamondbacks. Coming up to bat is Tyler Locklear. He is 1-for-1 on the night with a solo shot home run. And the first pitch from Corbin is a changeup in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Corbin sets, and the cutter catches the outside part of the plate. Count is now evened at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to be 1-2. The Diamondbacks have 3 hits, and all 3 of those hits have left the stadium. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. Temperature in Phoenix is 102. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball 3. So the count is now full, 3-2. And hence the panels and the roof are closed. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. Locklear is going to strip his gear off and head to first base for a leadoff walk. And that is Corbin's first walk of the night. Lawler is 0-for-1 on the night with a strikeout. Lawler is 0-for-28, looking for his first hit. And he drops a bunt down. And it is not successful. It is thrown to second base to cut down Locklear. That is the second out in the 5th inning. Bad bunt. And coming up to bat is Ketel Marte. He is 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a solo shot home run to lead the game off. Pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. And Corbin sets, and he makes a pickoff attempt on Lawler. Count is still 1-0. First disengagement. Lawler takes his lead. Pitch is on the way, and Marte hammers this one foul down the third base line. Count is 1-1. And Lawler takes his lead. Pitch is on the way, and Marte fouls this one off down into the right field stands. Count is 1-2. And Corbin fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Going to bring the count to 2-2. Corbin sets, and the runner takes off, and the pitch is grounded to Smith. Smith fires to first base to record the third out of the inning. And through 5, the score is 3-2 Diamondbacks. Coming up to bat in the top of 6 is going to be Langford, Peterson, and Garcia. And I'll be right back. And for those of you that are in the stream, if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Nelson sets and fires, and his curveball is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Langford is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a flyout. And the pitch is hit to left. And this one is out of the park, and the game is going to be tied at 3 apiece. That was a rope that was hit by Langford. Peterson is up to bat, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Peterson is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a flyout. And Nelson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Nelson sets, and he fires. This pitch is fouled off. And Nelson sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. During this at bat, Nelson has not thrown a single strike, but Peterson is chasing, so I'd recommend a pitch down low. And Nelson sets, and he paints the bottom of the corner for call, strike 3. And that is Nelson's 7th strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Garcia. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a line out and a ground out. Nelson sets, and the first pitch is fouled straight back. Nelson sets, and he fires, and the fastball is up high. Count is 1-1. Nelson sets, and he fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count's going to remain 1-2. Nelson sets and fires, and the curveball is in the dirt. Garcia checks his swing. The count is going to go to 2-2. Deuce. Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at bat. Nelson's pitch count has gone to 89 pitches. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Nelson sets and fires, and the curveball is hammered foul. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt, so the count is now full. And it looks like Ryan Thompson is warming up in the Diamondback bullpen. And Nelson sets, and the pitch is grounded Perdomo. Perdomo sets and fires and throws him out for the second out. And coming up to bat is Rowdy Tellez. Gabby is going out to the mound, so they're slowing down. Tellez is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And Nelson sets and fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Tellez has a ground out and a strikeout on the night. And Nelson sets, pitch is on the way, and it just misses the top of the strike zone. Count is even at 1-1. And Nelson sets, pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. And Nelson sets and fires. Wow. Looked like he painted the outside corner, but it's called ball, so the count is evened at 2-2. And Nelson sets and he fires, and this pitch is hammered to right center field, and Alexander makes a diving catch. So that is his first out as a center fielder, and Alexander is down. Actually, it's Goriel that's down, and the trainer is coming out. Gurriel is still down on the field. And they're going to take a break while Gurriel is being tended to. I'll give you an update on the active games. In the bottom of the ninth, the Orioles are leading the Padres 4-3. In the bottom of the eighth, the Rays have taken a 8-0 lead on the Mariners. And in this game, heading to the bottom of the sixth, game is tied at 3 apiece. So, John, if you're still here, if Gurriel is taken out of the game, is McCarthy the only other outfielder out there, or are they going to bring in Alec Thomas? And they have Lourdes on the cart. He's being and Gerardo Perdomo is up to bat. Corbin sets and fires, and the slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Corbin sets and fires, and the slider is inside for ball one. Count is evened at 1-1. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is a pop up. Young is tracking it in foul territory and makes the catch for the first out. Carroll is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night, and the first pitch is a slider down low. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is a slider or sinker that paints the inside corner. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low and away. Count is evened at 2-2. Corbin Carroll fouls this one into himself. Count is going to remain 2-2. Carroll is back in the box. And the pitch is on the way. And that is a line drive to left field, and it's going to be drop in for a single. So is the Diamondback Express about to start? And it looks like there's a mound visit. Looks like Jorge Barosa is coming in to bat for Gurriel. Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Barosa. Barosa's hitting 111 on the season, no home runs, 4 RBIs, and a 326 OPS. He only has 15 games in the season. Corbin sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. Carroll is bouncing around, and Corbin flips the ball over to first base for no apparent reason. And Corbin Carroll takes off, and he is going to steal second base. And the pitch was swung on and missed by Barossa. The count is 1-2 on him. But the Diamondbacks now have a runner in scoring position. And now Maddox is out on the mound. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the place. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is chopped to Young. And Young is going to fire to Tellez to record the second out of the inning, and Corbin is not able to advance. Plays Alexander coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts against Corbin. And Corbin takes off for third, and Carroll is going to steal third base standing up. Nobody is at the bag. And the first pitch to Alexander is in there for call, strike one. And the pitch is on the way, and Alexander fouls the cutter off. And the pitch is on the way. And Alexander lines that down the first base line. And Blaze Alexander is heading to second. He's rounding the bag and heading to third. And he is going to be in there with a triple. Patrick Corbin scored, or Corbin Carroll scores to give the Diamondbacks a 4-3 lead. And Gabby Moreno is coming up to bat. And that is Alexander's first career triple.
Hit the road, Jack.
And they are pulling the hook on Corbin.
Hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And Jacob Webb is coming in to replace Corbin. Webb is 5-4 in the season with a 3.62 ERA. Opponents are hitting .215 against him. He is a right-handed pitcher. And coming up to bat is Gabby Moreno, and the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. And the pitch is up and away. Count is 2-0. Moreno is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 groundouts. And the pitch is a changeup swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. And this pitch is hammered into left field. It is going to make it all the way to the wall. Alexander is going to walk home, and Gabby is at second with a double. So the Diamondbacks have jumped out to a 5-3 lead now. Beautiful hit by Moreno. And Vargas is up to bat. First pitch should have been called a strike, but it is called ball 1. And the pitch is Popped up foul. Looks like it's going to make the stands. Count is even. Webb sets and fires and shoots that one right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 1-2. Webb sets. Pitch is on the way, and Vargas fouls it off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Vargas grounds it to the second baseman. Freeman shoots it to Tellez to record the third out of the inning, but not before the Diamondbacks put 2 more runs on the board to take a 5-3 lead on the Rangers. Heading to the top of the 7th is going to be Young, Higashioka, and Freeman. Don't know who's coming in to pitch yet. And for those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Cat's awfully quiet. Guess we're going to look at the scoreboard. And let's see. The Orioles close out the Padres 4-3. The Rays end up beating the Mariners 10-2. And we are the last game of the night. Diamondbacks have a 5-3 lead going into the top of 7th. And Ryan Thompson is the one that's coming in to relieve Ryne Nelson. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Barbosa takes over in center field, and Alexander moves over to the left. Thompson sets, and the pitch is a bit off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Thompson sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Thompson sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is hit to center field. Barossa is closing out, and he makes the first pitch, or the first out of the night. And Nelson sets and fires, and the slider catches the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 0-1 on Higashioka. Now Thompson sets and fires, and the pitch catches the outside corner. Count is 0-2. Thompson sets and fires, and the pitch is popped straight back. And the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. And the pitch is grounded to Lawler. Lawler sets and fires to Locklear to record the second out of the inning. Hey, Rudy. And Thompson sets. Pitch is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. Rudy, are you talking about football, brother? And Thompson sets, and the pitch catches the inside corner. Call is strike one. Count is evened out 1-1. Thompson sets and fires, and the slider is completely off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. Count is evened at deuce. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, brother? And for those of you just joining the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Thompson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is dribbled to Marte. Marte fires to Locklear to record the third out of the inning. And Thompson has a 1-2-3 seventh. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Locklear, Lawler, and Marte. So how are we feeling today? Yeah, it's awfully quiet tonight. Well, Lawler is like, what, 0 for 28 or 29 right now? Well, let's see. The Blue Jays blew a game, so that was good for the Yankees. The Mariners got hammered in the game. That was good for the Yankees. Red Sox won, so that wasn't good for the Yankees. The AL East has the Blue Jays in the lead. Yankees and the Red Sox are trailing by 2.5 games. And the first pitch to Locklear is a high fly ball to right field, and Garcias is going to make the play for the first out. That was a 1 pitch, 1 out for Webb. Jordan Lawler coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. 0 for 29 on the season, looking for his first major league hit. Is this going to be it? And Webb sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Webb sets, and the sweeper catches the outside corner. Count is 0-2. Come on, kid. 1 single, a little rat-a-tat. 0 for 29 is enough. You're coming into Jackson Holiday numbers now. And the pitch is on the way. And he is rung up on a check swing. 0 for 30. So that is 2 outs of the 7th. Tel Marte is up to bat, and the first pitch is a curveball down to the dirt. Count is 1-0. Marte is 1 for 2 on the night with a home run and a strikeout. And Webb sets, and this is a towering fly ball to right field. Garcia is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Diamondbacks very quickly. Six-pitch inning. Jonathan, the call-ups for the Yankees today were J.C. Escara and Ryan Yarborough. I'm fine with the Yarborough call-up. Escara, I think, is just a placeholder for Austin Slater when he comes off off his rehab starts. I guess I'm fine with it too. A lot of Yankee fans I know are disappointed that Spencer Jones wasn't called up, but God's honest truth, if he came up, was he actually going to play? Was he going to get at bats? I don't think so. And it looks like Andrew Frank is coming in to replace Thompson. And the first pitch is in there for strike one. Frank sets and fires, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Yeah, John, the Yankees aren't going to get a supplemental pick because they're over the Cohen threshold, even if Jones wins Rookie of the Year. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to be 1-2. And the pitch is a curveball down low. Count is now 2-2. Frank sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Hellman is down on strikes. First out of the inning. And the first pitch from Frank is a curveball in there for call, strike one. You lose the supplemental draft pick. And Frank 6, and the sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. And Saul Frank sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Durand, former Yankee farmhand, up to bat. And the pitch is hammered to left field. Alexander is running, and Barbosa is running, and he is going to make the play for the second out of the inning. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike one to Langford. Langford is 1 for 3 on the night with a home run. And the pitch is grounded to Perdomo. Perdomo sets and fires, and that is going to do it for the Rangers as we head to the bottom of 8. Perdomo, Carroll, and Barossa are coming up to bat. And the first pitch to Perdomo is fouled off. Perdomo is 1 for 3 on the night with a solo home run in the first inning. And Perdomo swings and misses. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is on the way. And it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this one is popped foul, and Langford is going to make the play just in front of the fence. Corbin Carroll is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night with 2 stolen bases. And the pitch is sky to right field. Garcia is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the second out. And the first pitch to Barossa is fouled down the third base line. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Barossa swings on and misses. And that is going to end the 8th inning. Kyle Backus is coming in to pitch the top of the 9th. He's going to face Jock Peterson, Androlis Garcia, and Rowdy Tellez. And for those of you that are in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And back is sets and fires, and he catches the type of the strike zone with a sinker. Count is 0-1. And back is sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Back is sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And back is sets and fires, and the pitch is high and outside. Count is 1-2. Back is sets, and he fires, and the sweeper is in the dirt. Count is evened at 2-2. Back is sets and fires, and this pitch is hit down into the left field corner, and that is going to be just fouled. Back is sets, and he fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Heading to the ninth pitch of the at bat, the count is still 2-2. And the pitch is swung on, and that is a line drive hit into left field. Rosa is going to field it and get it in quickly. So that is a leadoff single for Moore. Adolis Garcia is coming up to bat. And it looks like Jake Berger is going to come in and pitch hit for Rowdy Tellez. Garcia is 0 for 3 on the night. Back is sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner, but it is called ball 1. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Call strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. Back is sets and fires, and this pitch is chopped foul down the third base line. Count is 1-2. Back is sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to be 1-2. And the pitch is just a bit outside. Count is even at 2-2. Back sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded to Perdomo. Perdomo flips to Marte. Relay is not in time. So that is going to be the first out of the inning. Garcia looks like he's hobbling. Back sets, and he fires, and this pitch is lined into the gap. Garcia is trucking around third. Berger is going to end up at third. And it looks like Jake Woodford is coming in to replace Backus. Score is now 5-4. There is one out, and Jake Berger is sitting at third base. And Woodford sets, and the pitch is waved at for strike one. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is up and away. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Jung swings and misses for the strikeout. Second out of the inning. So the Rangers are down to their last out. Tying run is at third base. And the pitch is, wow, paints inside corner, but is called ball one. I don't know what the hell the umpire is looking at. And the pitch is a sweeper down low and away. Count is 2-0. And the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Beautiful sinker. Paints the inside portion of the plate. Although this batter should have been rung up already. The fans in Chase Field are up on their feet. Higashioka sets and is ready. Woodford sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. It bounces away from Moreno, but Berger is not able to advance. Gabby chased that one down. Nice play by the catcher. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate for ball four. Higashioka is going to work a walk. So the Rangers have runners at first and third with two outs. And Cody Freeman is coming up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a 2-run home run and a walk. And Woodford sets, fires, and the pitch is fouled into Moreno. He doubles over. He took that one right in the breadbasket. And Gabby is back on his feet. And Woodford sets and fires in the pitch. Oh my God. It definitely catches the outside corner, but it is called ball one. So Higashioka should have been rung up. Count should be now 0-2, but it's 1-1. And the pitch is a sweeper down low. Count is now 2-1. Woodford sets. Pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is deuce, and this guy should be sitting on the bench. He should have been rung up already, too. Part of what I'm talking about, these umpires are determining the fate of baseball games with their poor umpiring. I cannot wait until the ABS system is in. Woodford sets, and the pitch is driven into right field to Carroll, and the tying run is going to score. And once again, the Diamondbacks were hosed by bad calls by this umpire. Higashioka should have got rung up. And this pitcher should have been, or hitter should have been rung up. And now there's a meeting on the mound. And Wolford sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is 0-1. Hellman is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Pitch is on the way, and it is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is hit to right field. Carroll is closing on it, and he makes the play for the third out, but not before the For the Rangers, score 2. Now coming up in the bottom of the ninth, it's going to be Alexander, Moreno, and Vargas. Will the Diamondbacks be able to walk this game off, or are we heading to extra innings? For those that have hopped into the stream, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And I want to wish everybody a happy Labor Day and thank you for hopping in and catching a little bit of baseball this evening on this 2023 World Series rematch with the Rangers facing off against the Diamondbacks at Chase Field. As we head to the bottom of the ninth, the score is tied 5-5. Alexander, Moreno, and Vargas will be coming up to bat. And I am not sure who the pitcher for the Rangers is. They haven't shown anything yet. It looks like Martin is going to come in the game and replace Webb. And the count is 0-2 on Blaze Alexander. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a triple in his last at bat. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Alexander swings and misses. That is going to be the first out of the ninth. Gabby Moreno is 1 for 3 on the night with a double. And the first pitch is on the way. Bill Miller says that he did not hold up on the swing, and the call is strike 1. Definitely didn't look like he swung. And the next pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is even at 1-1. And Martin sets. Fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Gabby. And the pitch is up high. Count is now even at and Martin sets, and the pitch is a sinker inside. Count is now full, 3-2. And Martin sets, fires, and Moreno fouls the pitch off. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Moreno drives this one into right field, and that is going to be a single, 1-out single. Ildemargo Vargas coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And Vargas grounds it to Young, who flips it to second base, and it is relayed to first for the double play. And that is going to end it for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the ninth. It is 5 after 9 as we head for extra innings. And it looks like Burgos is coming in to replace Wolford. And this is where the Diamondbacks' Achilles heel is. All of their leveraged pitchers that are on the back end of the bullpen are all on the IL. And it looks like Helbut is going to start out at second base as the ghost runner. And the first pitch to Duran is up and in. Count is 1-0. And Burgos sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is 2-0. Burgos sets, and the pitch is a slider inside. Count is now 3-0. And the pitch is inside for ball 4. That is a 4-pitch walk from Burgos. And Langford is up to bat. And the first pitch catches the outside corner, or sweeper. Count is 0-1. Burgos sets, pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Burgos sets and just misses off the plate. Count is 1-2. Burgos sets, fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the inning. So the double play is still in order for Dylan Moore. And Burgos sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in the dirt. Count is 1-0. And Burger sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hit up the middle. Perdomo is going to get it, and he fires from his belly to first base for the out. So the play for Perdomo saves a run from scoring. And the Rangers are challenging the out call from first base. That one is a tough call. After the review, the call of the field stands. So that is the second out of the inning. Rangers have runners at second and third with 2 outs. And Osuda is coming up to bat for Garcia. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Osuda is 149 with 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and a 478 OPS. Burgos sets and fires, and my God, what the hell is this umpire looking at? He painted the outside corner, but it is called ball one. Count is 1-1. This umpire stinks. He is freaking horrible. Burgos sets and he fires, and this pitch is grounded off of Burgos, and a run is going to score. Duran is thrown out at home. And now they're going to try to request another challenge. The Rangers lost their challenge. So the crew chief is going to review. So the fall on the field is overturned, and they say the runner is safe. And there is an injury visit for Burgos. He took a line drive at 108 miles an hour off of him. And it looks like they're going to go to the bullpen. Looks like Jalen Beeks is warming up, and Burgos is coming out of the game. Jalen Beeks is on the mound, warming up. Well, this game should have been over last inning, because this crappy home plate umpire Should have rung up two separate batters who he didn't. Perfectly balls completely in the strike zone, and he missed it. But because we have no ABS system, these guys go unchecked. For those of you that have hopped in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We do play-by-plays here almost every day. Open panels on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We post periodic questions that I'll come back in video format, and I'll come back and answer as quickly as I can. And Jake Berger is coming up to bat. There are 2 outs with a runner at first. Berger is 1 for 1 with a triple in his first at bat. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. And Beek sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is inside. Count is now 3-0. And the pitch is a towering fly ball to right field. Carroll is running it to full sprint, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. Coming up to bat is going to be Locklear, Thomas, and Marte. It should be Vargas at second base as the ghost runner. Sean Armstrong is coming on to pitch. He is 4 on the season, 4-3 on the season, 2.55 ERA. Opponents are hitting 160 against him. Adrian Del Castillo is batting for Tyler Locklear. Vargas is at second as thought. And the first pitch to Del Castillo is up out of the strike zone for ball one. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Del Castillo swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Alec Thomas is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is high and away. Count is 1-0. Ed Armstrong sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is about a ball length off the plate, but it is called strike two. Now, all of a sudden, this guy is not able to distinguish the strike zone against Diamondback hitters. Go figure. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three, and that is the second out of the inning. That is the second out. Ketel Marte is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is going to paint the top of the strike zone. Call strike one. And the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is inside. That is ball two. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is up and away. Count is 3-1. Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is called strike two. Count is now full, 3-2. Barton sets. Barte fouls this one off. Count is going to remain 3-2. Now Barte takes timeout. Armstrong sets, and the pitch is grounded to the shortstop. Duran fires it over to Berger to end the game. Texas wins 7-5, courtesy of the bad umpiring in this game. Major League Baseball should investigate these umpires and hold them accountable for their inaction, because their bad officiating tonight cost the Diamondbacks a game. I want to thank everybody for taking time to spend your night here, listening to a little bit of baseball. And I will be back tomorrow to call the Yankees versus the Astros game 1. So I look forward to seeing y'all in the stream. And I'll end in my traditional fashion. Let's go Yankees, and see you in the funny pages. Have a great night.